great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. It's the Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the SMU Mustangs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Hey guys, I did talk to Coach Dicker before this game. He understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Mustangs headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. The Demon Deacons offense will go on the attack first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities. When those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win, so it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Give to the back. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Here's the Demon Deacons still down on the field, and they'll stop play to have him looked at. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. From the gun, the running back has it.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Turns it loose. Got his man on the right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Not even 2 minutes in, and they're already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. The option, he'll keep it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Offense gets set for second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Runs through the tackle. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Lopez. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. And the Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. He lets it fly. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And you want these guys that can take the top off of defense. It changes the way they're going to play coverage on you, and he does it right here. Just runs by the DB. He had no chance to try to catch up with him. Makes the big play down the field. And this will change the way you play defense against this guy the rest of the game.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Makes it past the marker. Lots of running room. The 40. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. The run from the shotgun. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Back to pass, it's Jennings. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you...
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The run inside. It's Clark. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it. It's Clark. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, 3rd down, Gio Lopez. Touchdown, wait! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First play of the period, 1st down here. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Fires left. With the catch, it's Cooper. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Finds the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Sets up the screen. Across the 35. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
A designed run for the quarterback. He hits the slide, and he's converted this 4th down to keep the drive moving. And the Mustangs with the 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. This time he's got it. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive.
And he's in. Touchdown, Mustangs. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running inside, it's Clark. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Gets the back moving. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Pocket breaking down. Pucks it out of the air. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lopez to pass. Throws to the wideout. Rolls it in. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Finds his man. It's Johnson. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the back. Throwing, Lopez. Takes the easy one to the back. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. From the gun on 3rd down, Lopez. Fires deep on the run. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete. The Demon Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's Lopez to throw. Quarterback adapting. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
In the red area, it's Clark. Stopped short of the first down marker, and now they might have to settle for the field goal and maybe tie the game going into the half. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Jennings. Firing to the right, complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That pass is incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. SMU spends his second timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's reeled in, it's Knight. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They'll open the second half with a run. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Looking to pass, it's Jennings. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. A run for the quarterback. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. And the Mustangs have a lot of options on second and inches. They'll try the left side. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Now there's still a Mustang who is unable to get up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. To the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
Oh, he's got a chance. Bust through behind his pad. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Mustangs are threatening on 1st and goal. Complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Now there's still a Mustang who is unable to get up. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Pushes for the goal line. Touchdown, SMU! They take the lead with the 6.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the 2nd half. The run inside. It's Clark. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously
he's taking the shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Mustangs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Pressure coming. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach...
And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, down here on the Wake Forest sideline, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if they don't make something happen right now. You see the coaches and players coming together to try to get that momentum back. I'll keep you posted on if that swings here in their favor. Back to you guys.
All right, Holly. They go play action with Lopez. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Here's a heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. Catches it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Here's the give off the left side. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. The Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The sure hands, it's Hale. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. As we head to the 4th quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. We open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Looking left. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Mustangs have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Finding some room. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Mustangs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties.
Touchdown, Mustangs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. There he goes.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Lopez from the gun on third down. Here's the pressure. On the run, fires downfield. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here comes the heat. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Might be calling a hot route. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. That delay of game penalty makes 2nd down a little trickier. They need 9. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
And I'm a fan of this.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Throwing, Hawkins. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Lopez wants to fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They're in the gun on 3rd down. It's Lopez. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
And his passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Demon Deacons will hustle to the line. Lopez. Tips it out to his man. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Looking to pass inside the red zone. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Gets rid of it. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. After this, it'll be a wrap. Again, it's Lopez. Going for 6. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home.